Welcome to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. Join us in our campaign and shenanigans as we explore the subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasure, battle legendary monsters. This podcast will be following our gaming group and the adventures of these characters, as well as a few guests from time to time. Join us as we start a new campaign and our journey to experience the best, and maybe the worst, in the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons.
Hi, this is Kellie, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Welcome back to the Dark Vision Dames.
I am Kellie. I am playing Gnome Anvilsprark, the Dwarven Cleric of the God Court.
I'm Talia. I'm playing Zalaris, the half-elf Bard Rogue.
I am Andee. I am playing Glory, who is a tiefling fighter that grew up in the gladiatorial pits.
My person is Mixie. She is a druid rock gnome.
Is that a pretend person, or is that a little kobold dude?
That's pretend person.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
all of those are pretend people.
I was like, oh shit, you forgot one!
She goes up to smacks Timmy the
lost
Stone Thrower.
everything, it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as she went around the corner and broke eye contact.
So they're just tied up?
Yeah, they're just tied up and bound.
I'll
Sit tight! And I take off.
And the one kid on the altar is just like,
I'm
Hey,
still
there
here.
is one screaming, you can wait.
okay. So
They are not in immediate
It's
danger.
not safe yet.
So one movement gets you there. Do you want to keep going?
Yeah, full movement.
5, 10, 15. You see
Shoot
there's a
your
dragon
30.
chasing a kid. You want to finish going your 30 towards the dragon?
Yes.
15, 20,
And she's
25,
gonna-
30.
Do a battle cry.
Hey! Bitches! I'm going to endeavor to intimidate it.
Okay. I'm coming running in the room screaming like that when you're looking at something that looks like it's a xenomorph with scales.
Whatever, I'm purple and I have a tail and horns. Fuck him. That would be 16.
That's pretty intimidating.
Bitches! Okay.
He's like, oh, hell no. I know you don't think you're going after that child.
Oh no, you didn't.
So things have screamed at it now.
Yeah.
One of the best
So-
World of
Well,
Warcraft.
the idea is, you know.
One of the best World of Warcraft hunters I ever saw. His name was, oh no, you didn't. And his pet name was, oh yes, I did.
Nice.
It was a troll.
That does not surprise me at all.
Alright,
So top of the order.
okay. Well, I got left behind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I want to go. I'm gonna take care of the people over here.
Aww.
Well, first off, I'm dragging him out of the fire and seeing if he's got anything that hasn't been burned. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, wrong
You
person.
don't find anything on him because, of course, his little coin purse is broke up and it seems to be fairly empty. But you have a feeling the altar might be the place to look for that.
And
kind
I'm
of
gonna go to the altar and take
Well,
the kid off the
stuff.
altar.
First, aren't you doing the people?
No, first taking the small child off the altar,
Okay, so
who
you're
is
going
freaking out probably.
Okay, so you basically going up there and starting to cut the kid loose, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's the dwarf's turn.
I'm gonna,
Well, that's happening.
Take my
That's
25.
happening,
and I'm gonna go closer to the dragon. And I'm
Okay.
going to yell, hey, Yamanga beastie! Get away from the child.
You guys are definitely getting his attention.
So, intimidation. And we'll go with the pink glitter die.
Of power.
Yeah. That would be an 18.
Actually, you got
I guess he doesn't
pretty
like being
damn
called
intimidating.
manky.
I mean, the two of you got. Sorry. I was looking for some cute little poem, but I'm thinking ivory and magenta.
Huevo. And huevo.
Pointle?
Huevo.
Okay.
Ebony and...
So on its turn, it turns around.
That's right. Look over
And
here,
it kind
you
of pulls
manky
its little
beast.
bat wings up and this little eyeless face of armor, and it just goes.
You're ugly, and your mother dresses you funny.
Dwarf.
You've only just noticed this?
It's fitting.
Cursing
She's
up
dwarf.
a blue streak when she was...
We've intimidated it to run away like a bitch. Or lure us to certain doom. One of the two.
So we...
So
baby.
It basically hisses and then runs away.
You wee baby. Here, child, come here.
That's what they always say in the horror movies. Don't go there, child. Don't go there. Don't do it. Okay, now it's.
Oh, if he wants to take his
the
chance
druid's
with
turn.
a cave beastie.
Little kid. I go towards little kid. 25.
You want to keep going?
That would be a dash.
I know.
Basically, use your action to run for the kid.
That's what I did last time. Oh, wait a sec.
What else are you gonna do?
I'm thinking, because I want to know which way he's going.
Well, you didn't even see the
Going
dragon
ahead.
take off
No?
because you remember you were right here and it
Oh,
was
yeah.
out of sight.
Yeah, kid. It's gone. Kid.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15. You want to like drag him like
Yeah.
two squares one direction. Which
Away
way you-
from everything.
So this way.
I guess that's the only way.
A small child-shaped person is dragging the child-shaped child further into the darkness.
Child-shaped child.
On it.
Yes. Hey, I was stalling for the rogue.
And
I
hey,
mean, the bard.
we heard a ow in the background.
I know.
It was perfect
Totally
timing.
works for it.
Oh, was
I-
here?
Let's
No,
do
that
it.
was in the next room.
Let's do it.
Is it my turn?
It is actually
right next to
yours.
me. It was in the next room.
Can I move to the hallway and shoot it in the ass with my light crossbow?
I had a good try on the
Yes, you can.
Or not? That
Is is it running away?
What's the number you rolled?
A
Because
2.
If it's running away, she gets his advantage.
I would give you advantage because he's digging through the wall right now. Which, by the way, this guy is dissolving solid rock with his claws like nobody. He just dug 5 foot into the wall.
Did I die?
Are you gonna take that first roll?
I'm gonna take that first roll of a 2 instead of the crappy 1 that I just rolled.
Wow.
And completely missed luck dart.
As this thing is just going digging, and your bolt just disappears into some of the dirt flying through the air real quick. I believe you scared him so bad.
Me.
Both of you.
I'm gone!
Both of you are funny.
Well, he's not hurting the child now, is he?
You did yesterday night. Slightly poisoned, but it's still just as good. Okay, so back to the top of the order. Which means our rogue is
Timing!
Hi.
smoothly running her hands over the altar
Tis
saying,
your turn.
the bard is getting the child off the altar and smoothly running her hands across it saying, I know it's here. I know it's
The
here.
beast
I know it's
away
here.
from us.
And then all of a sudden you click a rock and a section pops open.
And what's it?
And you find a rough leather sack.
Okay.
That's got about 46 gold pieces in it.
Okay.
As well as 2 pieces of jewelry that combined can be sold for about 50 gold
Okay,
gold
give me.
coins.
Remember,
I need to
shut
write
up,
this down.
lassie.
Writing
46
stuff
gold coins.
She is of good alignment.
Gold coin.
Well, if she's
Not
a good
chaotic
alignment, this is
neutral.
the people's money. Not that
No.
good.
Not that
And
good.
then 2
She's-
pieces
yeah.
of jewelry that are worth 50 gold pieces.
And the first part of her alignment would be chaotic.
Yes. Two Jolie, you said how many?
They're 50 together.
5-0?
5-0, yeah.
The people can, we're saving them.
This is payment for saving them.
Exactly.
And then turning around and I'm gonna put that in my bag. Nobody needs to know. Like, these people don't need to know.
Give me a
what's in
stealth
there.
roll then, because there's a bunch of beady eyes looking at you. One at
Yeah, the
Well, because I was
objective.
taking care of
The
of
objective
the
term
girl.
is
Take
peace.
care of business.
That's why I'm giving you the stealth roll, is because you're using the child as the excuse for doing this.
Okay, 18 plus
Yeah.
3.
You easily believe they saw nothing but the boy's tears of joy and nothing sacrifice. Because as the boy moves, you notice there's quite a bit of blood on this altar.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, yeah.
Not all of it human, of course. Not all of it
Still.
halfling. Looks like some of it's caterpillar, centipede. Who knows what the kobold's been sacrificing
Remember
to the dragon
we
god.
went through the barn.
Yeah. Well, that and, moles and
Menagerie.
things that they were able to get
Just-
before the opening happened.
Maybe a cow or two.
Yeah.
Because remember, they took
Well,
livestock.
As you hear the water pouring somewhere deep in the dragon's area. As, by the way, you two do notice that over here there's little water riplets coming down the wall and going down 2 nicely carved holes that go straight down into darkness. And we're talking darkness past your dark vision. Yes, there's 2 of these, so it's vision.
All right,
Okay,
my
so
turn.
it is the dwarf's turn.
I'm gonna move up so I can hit it with my crossbow. And is
This flurry of dirt that is
14
coming
good enough
up,
to hit?
it 14. All of a sudden, you see your arrow go twing off its tail armor. I'm telling you, the dirt it's flinging behind it is a
Has
wreck.
a blue streak like you wouldn't believe.
Okay, now
Sight.
The question is, does it have armor on its stomach?
it does.
Ah, but I
Well,
like
that's
the
a good
reference.
thought. So on its turn,
You raised
it's
that
going
I
to
don't know, I
go.
even asked anyways.
It's going to go 5 feet this way, and then now the tunnel it's leaving is a solid tunnel, by the way. Yeah, it's like 5-foot tunnel you guys could walk through. It seems to be packed.
Oh, we'll be walking through it.
So 5, 10, and whoop, you don't know where it goes.
So, what was your goal in coming here? Was just to save the people?
To rescue
Or
the
to kill
people.
the thing?
To
Both.
rescue the people.
It was mine is to rescue the little kid.
Right. I know what your motivation was.
Main
Now-
goal is to rescue the people.
Okay, so technically we've kind of done that, right?
Yes.
But, of course, if we don't kill the beasts, they'll just come back and take them again.
You don't have to kill the beast. You can always return back with the people with conquering heroes, level up, and maybe either come back later or leave the place be.
Tell them what
These
they-
are all options. Remember, in D&D, you don't have to kill everything. You can leave stuff on.
My
don't
natural
have to-
inclination is to save the people and get them the hell out of here. We chase the big baddie away-ish. Not that that's the big baddie, but it seems to me like we are in a position that we can get
We
these
can
people out of
rescue
here.
And
Well,
come back
especially
with maybe
since we-
reinforcements.
Because we did get the little boy away from the creature, so we're good.
Because, reinforcements.
And by the way, the boy's going to have to be carried. He has been poisoned.
I'll carry the boy
Yay!
since he's your size.
Yay!
So,
I have a +3 to strength.
But before we leave,
so
I
what is
want
the druid going to do? Because remember, things are still going on. Maybe it could be a classic horror movie, pop and get somebody. What are you going to do?
Try.
I have the kid. I'm
What
gonna
are you
go
gonna do?
out.
So you grab the kid, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Because we also
5,
have to.
10,
You can
15,
carry the.
20, 25. Okay?
You can carry the mage,
right.
and I can carry the child.
Well, child's running away with me right now. So
Oh, being
Yeah.
dragged.
basically.
Yeah. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. we'll say as a freebie, you're picking the kid up on the way out. Wrong one. So I'm assuming you're doing the same thing, except you're getting a lot further down.
Right.
She can pick up
And
the
I'm
she's
just
unconscious.
untying everybody else in the corner.
I want to talk to the granny and ask her if she knows that there was anybody else that's being held under.
They've all been fed to the dragon. We heard their screams and smelled the poison gas that came from the beastie. Did you slay it?
We're more concerned with your safety first.
As you guys are pushing her out the way. Of course, the dragon's going 5, 10, 15, 20.
We don't know that though.
No, you don't know that.
No, that would be meta.
We're gathering up
As you said you're leaving, so I'm assuming I'm moving the
We're
dragon
gathering
over
up
because
the
you're not doing that. So you guys are grabbing the people, you're catching people, so the people are having a running escape. The kobolds, mind you, are having nothing to do with you guys.
Damn,
As I told you before, they were collapsing tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
After you massacred your 40th kobold, they kind of picked up on the idea here.
Right.
Unless the traps caught you, they didn't feel safe confronting you.
I would like to do rear guard duty.
Okay. Now, someone with dungeoneering could possibly collapse some of the tunnel.
I will.
Especially in the kobold section.
I can.
I don't have dungeoneering.
I do.
Okay.
Well, I'm a dwarf, so.
Okay. You're gonna do engineer a collapse just to cover your hiney?
Yep.
Or buy you time, as the case may be?
Yep, so I get advantage.
Is that an ability?
Well,
Engineering. Basically, you're using your skill in engineering of a dungeon cave.
Up at all.
no,
Well,
it's the old
it's-
school way.
Yeah, dwarves have dungeoneering as it's a racial thing
Okay.
that they can use. What is it? It's history, right?
It's
on your
we
character
use
sheet.
it like history, but it's
Whenever you make a intelligence history
History.
check related to the origin of
okay. I get to add my.
I'm probably just really good at using whatever's available to do what I need to do.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do in a Gladiator.
17
Booyah,
plus.
bitches!
Okay.
Yeah.
So the dwarf basically says, "Strike with your hammer right there." The two of you swing
1,
your
2, 3!
hammers in unison, and the wall just explodes, filling in with dirt.
Not that that would stop this dragon,
It will
but
slow it down.
It'll slow it down.
So it
and it was certainly
a
slowing
nice little
kobolds down.
collapse right here, filling that area, which will make your escape so much easier. So somebody go ahead and give me a intelligence roll. Maybe great if you're moving around. You can use survival, I guess, as an alternative to make your
that
escape
sounds-
without getting lost.
That sounds good. Survival?
So 17.
Okay.
I'm following the rear and following everybody
The
else.
bard knows the way.
Yay!
As when the dwarf who rolled a 2 said, "We're going this way." The bard
And I am
said,
carrying a child that's almost my.
shorter than you,
Yeah, but still.
and about
This
100
is a
pounds
very
lighter.
different environment than what I'm used to.
So all of a sudden,
This way!
the bard is saying,
Well, hey,
"Follow
You're
me."
getting the fuck out.
Okay, so thankfully with the bard's assistance, you are led quickly and efficiently through the warren, back to the section where it becomes like an old part of the old human empire tunnel with dwarven. Well, it's the old human empire, but it's dwarven craftsmanship.
Where are
Which
you going?
you want your drink?
No.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, we're going back to where the gelatinous cube thing is.
Oh, the chilies we're fine.
Okay.
The oozes.
The oozes, whatever.
But we know
The
where they are
things
now.
that ate things.
Yes, the things that ate things that are right below where you need to climb out.
Yeah, that's my concern.
Okay.
Got this.
So you guys carrying, the wizard. Granny's got the children. She's
I'm
herding
gonna
them.
throw the ball bearings as
Okay. So you
as-
scatter the ball bearings about.
far the frick away from us.
Okay. So who's gonna use the athletics to set up the climbing gear to make everyone else's life easier?
I will because I have +5 to athletics.
That's a good choice. I was hoping you were the fighter who would pick that one.
I chose
Natural 20 +5.
Woohoo!
Okay, the dwarf immediately is busting out the climbing gear of her pack as walking, and already with the child on the shoulder, spinning the grappling hook and going, tink, and you just hear it set perfectly as she tests the rope.
Damn,
And
Skippy.
She's tying the rope around the boy's waist so he can be the anchor, right? I mean, you can pull him at the end, right? And you scamper up real quick. Okay, so
And then
anybody
I'll
else?
pull you all up.
Well, you can't pull everybody. That's a lot of weight.
Well, not at one time.
But everybody else can do the athletics with advantage. They only need 10. You gave them a rope.
I also rolled a
That's
natural
what I
20.
You're like,
I got it. Athletics, you said?
yeah, athletics.
11.
19.
Okay,
I
you
got
guys easily
24.
get everybody up the ledge, climb up, pulling your ropes up.
What time of day is it?
Believe it or not, it is actually only noon the next day.
Wow.
Perfect. The kobolds won't be following us.
Okay? And all of a sudden, we'll take a quick break as you guys get out there and the sunlight blindingly hits your eyes and you realize,
Here comes
wow,
the sun.
the children who've been getting kidnapped, their eyes
Here
have big,
comes the
big
sun.
squints as they're looking with like,
It's all
It's
right.
so bright.
How's little guy?
little guy still is poisoned. He's going to have
I'm
to either
gonna-
have restoration cast on him or get a good night's sleep
Okay.
and then make a save.
I didn't memorize restoration. So.
Because this dragon uses poison.
So I have a question. It's like my bond is, I'm measuring my deeds against,
Your crimes.
yes. And, we just saved a whole bunch of people from kobolds and dragons and
That's
yay.
definitely inspiring. That's inspiring as shit. I'm waiting for Kelly to see something in your character sheet because
Technically, I already have advantage, but
That's
like-
the inspiration, right?
that's why when I was going after it, it's like I can stare down a hellhound. That's right, buddy. I'm calling you out. Damn, Skipper. Ya mangy beastie.
We survived.
And
I'm
we
alive.
rescued most of the prisoners.
Most of them.
Final boss.
Well,
Most of them. A majority of them.
we don't know how many.
Kinda.
Well, we rescued the ones we were specifically
Yes.
sent to get.
and for the record, if you guys would have failed your survival roll, you would have made it out. But as you made it out, the beastie would have popped out of the ground and grabbed somebody and put them back in the hole. But you rolled good enough to get a head start on it.
Yay. I'm very happy.
Andee. Not Andee. Judy Funny.
We rescued Judy.
She's alive.
She's alive because of us.
Okay, so you get to the surface, you see the light, everyone's eyes are adjusting to the light, especially the
Poor children.
poor bairns.
And the granny.
The
Yep.
wee bairns.
The wee bairns.
Sorry.
Chills, because the AC kicked on.
Got a chill.
Exactly, the sun chills you with its warmth. As you almost feel the horror movie-esqueness of waiting for the dragon to pop out of the ground any second. But thankfully you beat it out with your survival roll. You just ran straight out. Even some of these tunnels, it was going...
Because I was taking I was going up last
Mhm.
to make sure.
Fortunately, it ran into some kobolds and
And
was
I went
eating them.
to first.
Okay, so you guys are heading back.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Back on
It's the
foot.
little,
Well, it's not like we have a choice.
it's the little fairy dragon.
Are you gonna go to the same spot where you camped out before and ran?
No, that's a little too close to the kobolds.
Yeah. So you're heading back. Are you like beelining to town as quick as possible? The children are bickering as you guys are trying to keep them under control.
Oh, like the fairy dragon.
Yeah, that's what she's going on about. It's the fairy dragon, not
No,
the
I'm
children.
like, no, but I'm wondering if it's like hanging around.
Maybe, but with you guys barreling out with all these strangers and things, it would probably stay in hiding if it was out there.
I'm just curious.
Especially with a total lack of preserves.
I know.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna have to come back with some jam.
Lots of jam.
Yeah,
Cart full of jam.
because he did give us very valuable information.
Okay, so you guys are heading back to town. It's a long trek.
Yep.
Who's going to be
Especially with the.
Who's going to be the trail master leading you guys back to
Who has the
town?
best survival?
I don't know.
Not me.
As you
Four.
guys escape the
Plus
kobolds'
4, so
den,
she's gonna be, you know.
you are the druid. It's the nature thing.
Beauty forest lady.
Yeah.
I don't do forests.
Yeah.
17.
Oh, yeah. You're like, guys, dance this way. No, like seriously, but move faster.
Seriously, move fast.
Okay, so you beeline everybody back. It only takes you by just when the sun starts creeping beyond the Stone Reach Mountains. I'm just throwing that name out there. 'Cause I'm reaching for a name. And
They
it's
have been
mountains and there's
thusly
stone.
dubbed.
The Stone Reach Mountains.
The shade of sunsetting sun comes up to your feet as you're starting to walk into town. As people look at you and all of a sudden like, hey, look! Of course, the first thing they're pointing at is the Gladiator tiefling. But then they're like, the kids!
The heroes have returned.
And because of the rumors that I started earlier, it makes it seem like a grander.
Yes.
We clutched them from the jaws of death and saved them.
The heroes! And of course, you guys get heroes welcome. People are like hushing you right into the tavern, so that way you can get some food in you, because and mostly alcohol in you, because people want to know your story.
Dwarf and holy water. And there's the bard to tell the story.
And apparently the phone's being passed around because there's something on Facebook. Okay, so everyone wants to hear the story. What? How did you?
Performance.
Did you slay the dragon?
I'm going to use performance to tell a tale.
You're
For
gonna
the
read
ages.
Shakespeare this
Hearken
shit up.
unto me, my friends, for a story bright and bold.
14 plus.
Tis a tale
By
of
the
great
way,
adventure.
is
You have
19.
advantage on the roll because, of course, you returned with
I
survivors.
rolled a 19. Do I roll again?
You can't.
Can.
It's high.
I'm
20.
You get the better of the two, so
Okay.
there's no fail on that roll.
12 plus 5.
So the
17.
19 plus. What's your performance?
5.
So, yeah, she got a 24 for her performance.
So, are you reenacting in a heroic way the telling of this tale that, by the way, will have people up to like 3 a.m. wanting to hear the finish, including the kids?
Yes. Yes.
Or are you going to embellish the story? And if so, how are you embellishing?
I did it all single-handedly.
No, I'm not doing that. I know better.
This ash on my face is from the dragon's breath.
No, because there was enough people who were involved, like the small children and the grandma, that I have to be careful about my embellishment.
And
Okay.
small
Oh,
children,
they're
grandma
so ecstatic,
will
they would totally
call
just
you
go,
out.
No,
It's
they'll
true,
go.
especially since you were the one that cut most of them loose.
They will be like, that's exactly how it happened.
I think there was 2 dragons.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna embellish that the thing not only breathed poison but fire, and there were armies of kobolds that poured out of the walls, and
Yeah, you epic that shit up.
yeah.
So who do you say killed the dragon?
Oh.
Cricket.
Yeah, I know.
You're not
we
gonna
gotta go
say.
back.
Oh, the dragon is
We-
still not vanquished.
We have injured it, gravely injured it. We will return, but we had to bring these children to safety because they were the important thing. So that thing, I'm gonna hit the heartstrings where we find the children are the most important.
When you start saying that, you see fathers and mothers touch their children in the crowd of children. You see children's couples clutch and kiss. You see young newlywed couples start getting kind of fool around you to have some children. You're just inspiring all these people that
to have kids.
everybody save the children.
Yeah, pretty much.
Even if the dragon dies,
teach them well and let them lead the way.
Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier.
And
Okay, children's laughter. Okay, we're done. Anyways, we're not all the same age. Not at all.
The druid has no idea what you're doing.
It's called singing.
Okay.
fact that we're going back, but we had to bring the children to safety. But we gravely injured it. Anyways,
Okay.
that's the plan.
So you guys basically
I may not go back.
to sack out for the night. You know, your various places in town that you're staying at. Of course, you know the Baron's best drinking buddy gets to go back to the Baron's place. The wizard's daughter gets taken back to the palace and treated for her poison / concussion / out coldness / I believe she had a broken tooth that needs to be mended.
Aww.
Moment of silence. Okay, so where's Mikey staying?
Probably with the
The pawn shop folks?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely glad
Board
to keep
shop.
back.
I'm just staying in the inn like I have
Yep.
been.
Considering it was his relatives that you helped
Yeah.
rescue.
And of course, our newest member, the Gladiatrix in the group, she is offered a room. Trust me, she's offered many room keys. But she's offered a room at the inn.
So is that tail prehensile.
Wouldn't you like to?
Would you like to know more? Yes.
So
Okay, and as you guys go to sleep, you feel a golden glow surround you as ding!
Level 2?
Level
Yes.
2?
Yay!
So you all level up. You can choose to roll the new hit dice you have or take the average number in the player's handbook. It's all depending on how brave you are, because the average number they give you in the book is literally the average number that you would roll.
So
Or
it's
you
the
can-
average for an A setting.
Well, let's see.
There's
So let's see. For clerics,
No, I'll take the roll.
okay. So it's your 1d8 plus your Constitution.
Yeah, so,
So you took a 9
7.
rather than the average because you're plus 2 Constitution,
yes.
right?
So,
So
What's
right.
the
that-
average?
I'll be a 19.
Was that
So-
for your hit points?
Yeah, for hit points.
Yeah.
So for rogue, because for each of you guys it's going to be different. For the
Okay.
fighter, you can choose to take 6 or
Borrow your
1d10
pen,
plus your Constitution.
May I borrow one of your pen? Okay.
I can't find it.
What are you looking for? Yeah, I didn't find
The
the water.
drinking fountain? I thought they had one.
They used to. I think they took it out because it broke.
Oh.
Here, here's $1 to buy water.
Oh, I have $1. Okay. You want water?
Oh, yes,
Do
please.
you know where it is?
You go to the little refrigerator up there and you ask the nice lady. You say, "Please take my green money for your clear water."
Yeah, she's got the reddish kind of hair, kind of like mine, but a little
and glasses.
muted.
Her name is Andee.
With
Just like your
twice
mom's.
instead of ease, because we can't have all the vowels sold.
Okay, so what is
Okay,
for...
so for a fighter, it's 1d10 or 6 plus your Constitution. So you basically pick. You can't roll.
You
on
can
your
either
pick.
take the 6
just
or you
roll.
can roll.
For a bard,
It's an 8.
did the dice not treat you nicely?
Not particularly.
So then go with the.
Well, no, you do want to do. You don't get the best of both.
Well, I
So
rolled
for
before.
rogues,
I
it's-
rolled before you.
Yes, I know. So for rogues, it's a 1d8 plus your Constitution or a 5 plus your Constitution.
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do 5 plus my Constitution. Actually, wait, my Constitution is -1.
So you'd be 4. So you can do a 1d8 minus 1, which could end up being a -1.
Yeah, so I.
By the way, it never gets lower than 1.
Oh.
Take the 4 then.
I'm gonna take the 4. So
Okay.
what do I do? This is my
So
hit points.
on your hit points, raise that number by 4. And make sure you mark that permanently your max is +4.
Oh yeah. And then where it says hit dice, you would put 2d8.
Because you now have 2 hit dice that you can use to get life back on a rest. And for the druid, it's going to be 1d8 or 5 plus your Constitution. Which you going to take? You're going to take the dice, or you're going to take the safe number?
So my hit points 7.
You're going to roll the dice?
Is
Okay.
11.
This fucker just rolled 10 3 10s in a row.
Sweet.
It hates you. No, the dice
Oh,
is
you
mocking
already
her for
rolled?
the bad roll it gave.
Oh.
So what'd you roll?
I mean, I rolled a 4,
What's your
so
Constitution?
I got 5 hit points instead of 6.
I don't know.
Look on your sheet.
+2.
+2, so you, +8.
Yay.
So write that down.
Where?
So where it says hit points, that little number right there that says maximum, add 8 to that.
Okay.
And then on your hit dice, it's now 2d, whatever that is, which should be 8 for you.
So my
2D.
point max is 11 now.
Now for you casters out there, like for the druid, you're going to want to look at this book because you just unlocked 2 really cool things. One is druid wild shape, which means you can now shapeshift into animals, which is like the shit. The other one is druid circle.
Powerful.
Yeah, druid circle, by the way, can either choose to make your shapeshifting the shit, which, by the way, if you take circle of the moon, which is shapeshifter, or you can take circle of the land, which is the magic user.
I already know that because I'm a one-track person. I am so confused. So
You
I had an
read
8.
So you
is
had
it
an
just
8.
+8?
It's +8, so
Yeah.
it's 16. You got a
But
shit
it
ton
also
of
said
cupping up.
16 plus Constitution. So do I still write that in?
Let me see what you got.
I erased it. Erased it. So good luck.
Okay, it was an 8, so you're now 16.
But
So
it said 8 plus Constitution.
Constitution.
Do I
Yeah.
still write it in? Plus?
No, don't worry about the Constitution. You've already added that in. That's where you're getting that number.
Okay.
So, you now have wild shape, which means you can shapeshift into animals that you've seen. Which means you want to go looking around for animals wherever you go. Like, if you can find a T-Rex, you hear the stories of T-Rexes, you want to go find a T-Rex.
Okay.
Now, as a normal druid who gets shapeshifting,
Shape.
well, wild shape is what they call it. So, wild shape. And... Wild shape. Starting at second level, you can use your action to assume the shape of a beast that you have seen before. You can use the feature twice. Takes a long rest to regain it. You regain expended uses when you finish a short or long rest. I am corrected. So
That
even a
means you
small
can shape-
hour-long rest will do.
That means
Your
you
level
can-
determines the beast that you can turn into. At second level, it can be a max of a quarter crit, which basically means like a wolf, small animals. When you get to 4th level, it can be like crocodiles. 8th level, it can be flying animals. Yeah, you can turn into giant eagles. So you can be in animal form a number of hours equal to half your level, so basically an hour. Then you revert to your normal form. And if you fall unconscious, drop to 0 hit points, or die, you turn back into human form.
Okay.
All your statistics as an animal is replaced by, as a person is replaced by the animal. You can't cast spells, but if you cast a concentration spell and then you shapeshift, you can keep concentrating on the spell.
Awesome.
But because you're an animal, you lack the ability to cast spells. So another important thing that happens at this level is you need to choose what kind of druid you want to be. Do you want to be a druid who's from the Circle of the Land, which is you're all about casting spells such as hold persons, spike growths, and then of course you'd want to pick what land you're from: forest, mountain, swamp, underdark. Depending on what land is your chosen terrain, that's what you have spells for. Or you can become a better animal shapeshifter and take Circle of the Moon, which gives you more combative and makes you become better animals. Like at this level right now, you can turn into some badass shit. Because at this level, you get the ability to use as a bonus action into animals. Basically, you just pounce it. You're walking, turning into a wolf while you're walking, and then you get to attack as a wolf.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
So you're going to go, so write down Circle of the Moon. Druids of the Circle of the Moon are fierce guardians of the wilds. Their order gathers under the full moon to share news and trade warnings. They haunt the deepest parts of the wilderness. They go where they might go away for weeks on end, not crossing paths of another human. Changeable as the moon, a druid of the circle might prowl as a great cat one night, soar over the treetops as an eagle the next day, or crash through the undergrowth as a bear to drive off trespassers. So your wild shape now has cool new things. You can, when you choose this at second level, you can now shape wild shape as a bonus action. So you can do move, attack, and a bonus action. Additionally, while you're transformed, you can use a bonus action to expend one of your spell slots to regain 1d8 hit points. So basically, you burn one of your spells and heal as an animal.
Okay.
Which is really cool. Okay, so circle forms. The rights of the circle grant you the ability to transform into more dangerous forms. Starting at second level, you can use your wild shape to transform into a beast of challenge rating as high as 1.
Challenge rating.
And by the way, going from a challenge rating quarter to a challenge rating 1 is a big difference. As just to give you a quick example in the back of the book, a panther is a quarter. A panther and a wolf is a quarter. But if you decide to turn into a freaking brown bear that's got 34 hit points, that's a challenge rating 1 creature. You can turn into a big, giant, scary-ass bear. Or a dire wolf, which has 37 hit points and is really badass in fights.
Okay.
Especially since it has pack tactics. It's funny because you'd be a large wolf when you're small.
Sound
Or a... Let's see, what are the cool ones?
all the
on
way down, Damien.
one
You
of the
can't have
ones-
it up at all.
As the kids in the back of the tavern are getting talking. Also, the giant spider, which we found out in the other game,
be
the
quite
giant spider
effective.
is very deadly. Climbs on ceilings.
Poison.
It's very venomous.
It's already all the way down.
Thank you.
'Cause you can let
And you
all
can
the
turn
way
into
down.
a mule or a horse.
I can only hear it.
So,
So you can turn into a mule or a horse too. Any animal you see, you can shapeshift into. So of course, I'm sure the gnome's gonna be playing around with that one.
oh yeah.
It's just you can't turn into swimming or flying creatures yet.
Okay.
When you get higher level, you can. So that was the druid. Oh, and you get one more first level spell per day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you go from 2 spells a day to 3
We can
spells.
take care of
Not
that later.
knowing spells, you can cast one more spell. So flip your page to your spells.
Because it's a quarter till. We have
Okay,
to go
time
on.
to tab out.
Yes. So it's a quarter till 9.
Okay, so on that rank that you have 3 spells where it says 2.
Oh, okay.
So you basically have increased in spell power by 50%.
Is the spells the cantrip?
No, cantrips you can do unlimited. The spells are this one. See that big number 2? That's the max spells you used to be able to cast. Now you can cast more.
So I just say 3.
Uh-huh. And pretty much the clerics can get some cool stuff. The rogue,
That's because now you don't have a book.
yeah. So I want to get to the ones who do not have
I
books.
can do mine later.
Started feeling like my eye is bleeding.
I don't
Eye
think your eye is
bleeding?
bleeding, baby.
I know it just started feeling like that.
So the rogue
Rub your
is
eye
going
after
to
eating
get
the jalapeno
cunning
chips.
action.
No.
Okay.
Which, by the way, for rogues is awesome because cunning action, starting at 2nd level, your quick thinking and agility allows you to move and act quickly. You can take a bonus action, so you know how normally you get your action, your move, and freebie. A bonus action, you can each round of combat you can take an extra dash, a disengage, or a hide. So that means you could move, attack, and then dash away, and then, or you can attack, extra dash, disengage, or hide. Which is awesome because you know how normally hide takes an action. Disengage basically means you safely back away without
Yeah.
provoking attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Which is huge for you.
Oh yeah.
Trust me, as Kellie played Tilda, when Tilda got that ability, she became a badass because automatically it was attack from hiding, run to cover, and get a free hide. So next round you can attack from hiding to get that extra damage.
Yep.
Extra hit points that are.
Or dash one down
So I do
something.
have a question. At what point can I use XP to buy more Bardy skills?
You could actually burn a level to multi-class in Bard.
What does that mean?
Basically it means you would be a level 1 Bard and a level 1 Rogue instead. Honestly, I'd wait to get a little
I'm
more
gonna
rogue
wait.
stuff.
I'm gonna wait, but I like for future planning
Yeah.
of I want to eventually.
And for our fighter gets action surge. At 2nd level, you can push yourself beyond normal limits. On your turn, you can take an additional attack on top of the regular one as a bonus action. Once you use this feature, you can start a short rest. Blah blah blah. What's wrong?
Oh, it was just wasn't there that I broke my elbow. Did it?
Okay. This is reading weird book. And let me go cash my tab out before she knocks on the door. And then I'll put stuff away. Did you guys have fun surviving the dragon?
Yes.
Thank God.
And we
Next time we'll
saved
actually
the
fight the dragon.
pickles.
Right?
We saved the pickles.
Now the question is, are you planning on going
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah, we gotta make sure that
bring
this,
reinforcements.
back? At least while you have the kobolds and the dragon scared.
we have to make sure that the scourge doesn't come back.
The reinforcements being our actual mage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here in the force of Elandril, we elves defend the woods from beasts and men. I myself have helped drive off goblin raiders, slain a giant spider, and composed an elven symphony for the Blood Moon Harvest Festival, and that was before lunch. So when I'm not sliding down the trunk of a barbarian elephant beast after killing it and its occupants with only my dagger and a few arrows, I look forward to coming home to a Dungeon Crate. Dungeon Crate is a monthly subscription box service crafted specifically for RPG and tabletop gamers. Miniatures, dice, tokens, coins, maps, modules, terrain pieces, handmade items, RPG jewelry, and more are yours for only a few gold per month. You even get a digital crate along with a physical one as an added bonus. As an elf, I appreciate quality craftsmanship, and Dungeon Crate delivers, even if it's put together by humans.
Sir, sentries have discovered several dwarves and a wizard trespassing in our woods.
I was wondering what that smell was. DungeonCrate.com. Are you ready? Let the adventure begin.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And remember, be careful out there. There be dragons about.
Did you have fun, Miss Kelly?
Yes. It's very cathartic to kill shit.
Yeah. Even if we only killed one thing.
Yeah, but I also killed a bunch of shit in World of Warcraft today, so.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm working on Flight for Draenor, which was the last expansion, not the current expansion. Yeah. Because it takes